Sonar contact. Bearing 237.
Sonar contact down here?
Contact closing. 300 meters. 250. 200 meters. 150 meters.
Well, I don't see anything.
100 meters.
Wait a minute. Holy shit, I don't fucking believe it!
See, get the C-track. Mayday, mayday!
Look at the fucking size of that thing!
Shut up and get us the hell out of here! See, get the C-track!
Well, that's going to get me kicked off YouTube really quick. You can't have the F's and the S's that quick in the beginning of the show. Jeez, who's doing the editing down here? Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. Episode 500 and... Sorry, I forget which episode this is. Once we get past, 420, I forget. 535. We're on episode 535 of Nick the Rat Radio. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's like more than 534 episodes. It's Wednesday, my dudes. April 15th, 2026. It's tax day. I hope everybody has submitted their taxes. I have submitted my taxes. I used the turbo of the tax again, even though I don't know why I keep using that shitty program to put all the information in that I have to put in. It costs $200 to use that thing. If you're doing like, if it's not just your what is that called? Your 4236, your 1030 easy. If you're doing more than just one thing in there, yeah. If you don't have your taxes done right now, turn off the show right now and go do your taxes. Then come back and listen to the show. We have a very long episode. I got notes again. I got paper. I got notes. Hold on one second. Let me just sort these out here. We got two big stories to go through tonight. Two big ones. Two biggies. It's going to blow your mind. What I've uncovered for this week. I've uncovered some big shit. Some big shits. One of them you probably already know about. But we're still going to cover it. And the other one, you probably have no idea what's happening right now on our planet. But I'm going to expose it. Much like I exposed my grandmother a couple weeks ago. She was in the sewer taking a shower. I opened it was a big thing, okay? I still have to put bleach in my eyes. We got a lot of stuff coming up tonight. We have yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Like, why would I just tell you everything right now? I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell you everything right now. I went to go see the new Super Mario Galaxy movie because my hero Star Fox is in it. He wasn't that great in it. I didn't really. The first Super Mario Brother movie was it was like a good movie. The second one was like all over the goddamn place. I can't even. I felt like I needed. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the hell was going on in the movie. Things just kept jumping from scene to scene, from scene to scene to scene to scene. Yeah, that's my review of the movie. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. The first one I would give like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It was just too. It was like it's like on crack. It was like watching. It was. They should just call it the Smash Brothers movie. It was just Mr. Game & Watch was in it. There was a lot of cool cameos, but that was all it was. It was just like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got that, we got all this other shit in there. Hurt my brain. Thanks, Mario. You hurt my brain. Yeah. Let's see. What else? Yeah, that's all I have for entertainment news. We're not doing entertainment news right now, are we? Yeah, I only have these big stories that I want to talk about here. So I really don't have any small talk because I've been just going nuts finding this stuff that's gonna really probably scare the crap out of you. It might excite some people. There might be some stock tips in here too. But mainly, it's going to probably scare you. It's going to scare you more than a frog with a pizza box trying to bump into your ass. Like 2 people might know what I'm talking about that. But either way, let's start the show how we always start the show, with some CC BY music that I have discovered upon SoundCloud. If you like anything you hear tonight, you could go to SoundCloud/like/Nick the Rat, and you'll find all the music there. Don't go yet, because if you go right now, you'll see all the music we're going to play tonight. It's going to ruin it for you. So you don't want to ruin the fun, you know. But if you're listening to this in the podcast form later, then you can come back to it or some shit. I don't fucking know, but it's all there. It's all pretty good stuff this week. I think there was it's whatever. Yeah, the 1993 Mario, that was some good stuff. With Dom DeLuise. No, it wasn't Dom DeLuise. Who's that fat guy? The guy from Roger Rabbit. Wow, I forgot his name. And that Spanish dude, and the other guy that was a weird trippy movie. That was fun. Yeah, Bob Hoskins. There you go. Fred Savage. I don't think it was Fred Savage. That was Bob Hop Skips and a Jump. The princess in that movie was pretty hot too. I remember she was pretty hot. Yeah, but Luigi gets with her, right? Mario. They were, I don't know how they were brothers. Yeah, also in the new Mario movie, Bowser has a kid, Bowser Jr.'s in it, but if Bowser Jr.'s there, and who is Bowser having sex with to have kids with? The whole time he's trying to get the princess. He didn't breed with the princess, did he? Did he knock her up one day and she laid an egg? Like, and also it's like the Bowser Jr.'s baby. So if that kid is like, only like a couple years old, and the other movie was only a couple years old, while Bowser was trying to get with the princess, he was knocking up some other turtle somewhere. It left me with a lot of fucking questions, the movie. It really hurt. It hurt my brain, so. Yeah, I think actually the 93 Mario movie, that was like at least a 7 out of 10. I watched that one recently, too. It was pretty good. Why is there a tissue in my sock? Oh, look, it's Bowser Jr. Oh, that's... I think Ma'am Dammy said he's going to raise the taxes on the rich people here. That should be fun. Yeah, where am I going? Let's just listen to some music. Let's get into this, and then I'm gonna blow your mind when we come back. We're just gonna jump into these files when we come back. I hope you weren't able to read everything right there, because then you don't have to watch the show if you could read this. I don't know if you do. Let's listen to this song. It's Purple Panther with "Let's Go to the Moon." Oh yeah. Also, I think the AI bubble is coming. I was a little, I might have got bamboozled by AI last week. I'm trying not to let that happen again. My whole lunar dominancy conspiracy theory, it was right. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of right stuff in there. And actually, after hearing about all the 10 dead scientists, there was 10 scientists that were killed. That ties into it so much more. I think that we do have fusion power. I think that the moon is in play. I think we're gonna start sending robots to the moon. We're gonna have like a robot factory there, and setting up fusion powered shit to enslave China or us. Maybe both. Probably everybody. But all the scientists were killed. The thing that happened with the problem with the AI for me was, I think I got the date wrong for when Trump kind of brought Artemis into the Golden Dome. It was more, I think it was in December, because somebody came into the chat room and they were like, "Hey man, where's your sources for this thing?" And I was like, "Fuck." But then I found it. I found the source. Hold on. Let me just bring this up really quick before we get into the music. I know I'm a scatterbrains. Whatever. I really don't care. We're going to talk about, this is my show. Here it is. Ensuring America's Space Superiority. It came out September 18, 2025. Article A1. Returning Americans to the moon by 2028 through the Artemis program to assert American leadership in space, lay the foundations for lunar economic development, prepare for the journey to Mars, and inspire the next generation of American explorers. And then Section B, I, NGO, developing and demonstrate. Why are there advertisements on the White House website? BI says developing and demonstrating prototype next generation missile defense technologies by 2028 to progressively and materially enhance America's air and missile defense pursuant to Executive Order 14186 of January 27th, 2025, the Iron Dome for America. When I was using AI to find this, I was like, how is the Golden Dome and Artemis 2 related at all? And all the AIs were like, you're stupid. Don't be dumb. And then I found this by just manually using my own brain and fingers. And then when I said, hey, yeah, but what about this? And they're like, oh, well, you know, I guess this does kind of tie them together a little bit there, Nick the Rat. Maybe you are a super genius. And I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you. I know. I am. I figured it out. I know what's going on here. And this next thing is going to... This right here? Even more shocking. But yeah, the AI bubble is coming. Don't worry, everybody. Your jobs are safe. AI is retarded. And yeah, let's get on with the music now. We got Purple Panther. Let's go to the moon.
When the world feels too heavy, I think about
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. Last week we uncovered lunar dominancy. This week we have Abyssal. Isn't that like by Dyson or something? Abyssal Awakening. The ocean's self-reinforcing heat engine and the race to mine its secrets. Stuff has been happening underwater. Big time stuff. I got a whole bunch of bullet points for this one too. We're gonna go over some of these. Actually, we're gonna go over all of them. This is gonna blow your mind, people. And I'm more worried about what I'm about to tell you about than I'm excited. I'm not too excited about this. This is the perfect storm here. This is the ripping open of reality into something that's going to be bad. I'm telling you, we're going to be hearing a lot more about this in the coming months. Maybe by the end of the year, the world will be over. Right now, the ocean is getting hot. Last month, in March 2026, it was one of the hottest on records for the ocean surface temperatures. Now, sure, climate change, this happens all the time. Yeah, every year it's always like, oh yeah, the year it's always hotter than ever. But this is the ocean is starting to heat up. Okay. And there was a big ass iceberg, A23A. A23A, a huge ancient iceberg. It's falling apart out there. All right. See, like, whatever you could say whatever you want, you know, like, hey, global warming, you know, we got the sun is hot. Blame the sun. Sure, blame the sun. Whatever. But shit's melting. We're still in an ice age. I'm not too worried about global warming, but it's a little something we should, you know, think about. It could be whale farts. I'm not saying it's not whale farts. But listen to this. The A23A floated around for over 40 years. It drifted into warm water, and now it's melting, and there's big blue pools on top. I think it might be a great vacationing spot. But this thing it's starting to melt at a faster rate now. So the oceans are getting warmer. Why? Why is it getting warmer? It could be whale farts. Now, I don't know when I'm going to drop the big news. But anyway, let's continue on here. Scientists just found tons of brand new sea creatures down there too. Now, I don't know if these are just like hippy dippy earth hugging scientists that are like, hey guys, save the planet. Look, we found some new shit under the water. But the thing is, they found some new shit under the water, okay? They discovered 24 completely new species of tiny shrimp-like animals. Amphipods. All right? They even found an entirely new branch of animal family tree. They found a tree down there in the ocean with a whole family in it. These things are down there 4,000 meters deep, all right? Deeper than most submarines could go. We're going deep into the ocean. I don't even know how they found these things. Like, I didn't do all this research, okay? But I'm telling you that this is true. They found an entirely new branch of animal family tree down there. Now this might be, it could be a migrant family. I don't know if they're there legally or how their paperwork looks, but they're there, okay? This is where now we're getting to, maybe they said that they found these down there because of this next part. All right? I hope you're all following me right now, okay? So we got warming oceans. We got new life forms. There's a company called TMC. TMC. The Metals Company. All right? They're a Canadian. I think they're Canadian. I don't really have it in my notes, okay? I don't have everything in my notes. You might have to do your own research. If you find anything of this interesting, go out there and look for yourself. You have a brain. You can't just rely on a rat in the sewer for all your information. TMC. I think they're about $5 right now. No, not TMC. TMC. Let's see what they're worth right now. Maybe I found out about this company a few days ago. Wonder what they're worth now. TMC is now worth... Oh, shit, man. I should have bought. God damn it. I knew about them when they were about $4.50. They're now at $5.20. Now, I don't want to say that this is something you should buy. But fuck, I mean, I already missed out on, like, a huge jump in price. God damn. This is not a yeah, I know. I don't trust anything out of Canada. This is true. I lost thousands of dollars on MJ. I lost money on the marijuana stocks, okay? I sold them off, and that's part of the reason that I had to spend $200 on TurboTax to claim losses, which probably didn't offset the $200 that I spent on TurboTax to do that. Pisses me off. Either way, TMC, the metals company, they a Canadian company, they're working with America. Companies like TMC, they want to mine the exact spot where they found these new creatures. Now, there's a lot of different reasons why these companies might be going down there. They're saying that there's these potato-sized lumps, nodules even, rich in nickel, cobalt, copper, and chimpanzees. I have another theory about what these nodules might be, but they're saying that they want to go down there, they want to mine this area for these nodules. They need this stuff for, what do they need these nodules for? Electric car batteries and shit. Electric car batteries and green energy. Green energy. So they want to go down into the ocean to get these things to save the planet. Even though the ocean is heating up. Guys, I don't think you know this, but the ocean's probably more important than the air. Maybe. Who knows? No fun, sir. I don't think they found your cum depot. Depots? The U.S. government just made the permit process faster, and this big company is already applied to mine a huge chunk of it. All right? This feels a little bit strange, though. It feels like we're discovering this unknown life. At the same time that the ocean's heating up, this iceberg is melting. This mining could stir up mud, and it could destroy all these little creatures. We might go down there and kill 24 new creatures, a whole tree of families, just to get some chimpanzees out of the ocean for your car battery to save the planet. All right, this is going to get it. We're only halfway through. This is I don't know what this is. What is this? This is not we're. The deep ocean is like a heat and carbon storage system, okay? It absorbed out 90% of the extra heat we created. And now if the mining messes with the seafloor animals or releases the stored carbon, it could make climate change worse. Like, I don't know why they're saying this is green. Oh, we're not going to go to the forest, and we're not going to go mine upstairs. We're going to go mine in the ocean and fuck shit up down there. Oh, this sounds great. This sounds great. Once these deep sea spots are mined, though, the damage could last thousands or even millions of years. And the animals and mineral, they grow really slowly down there. Like, on top of the land, it's slow, but down there, it's even slower. Because, you know, it's like under the water. It's deep. Shit happens slow down there. We could lose these new species also. These unknown species, they could be wiped out forever. It could affect ocean currents. It could affect food chains. It could affect the air we breathe. And the mud clouds, when they mine this shit, it just doesn't stay in one spot. It spreads all over. It's like shitting all over the goddamn place. It's not going to be good. This could be very bad. Or, you know, it might be great. Maybe if you invest in TMC and you have an electric car, this might be the next new big thing. And maybe I'm just a hippie smoking meth. Maybe. But I haven't smoked meth in a long time. Few hours at least. People do see the upside, and I'm not going to say that there might not be an upside. If it's done carefully, the ocean minerals could help make batteries without destroying the rainforests. We won't have to use kids in Africa to suck out their midichlorians. They might step on landmines and explode their little feet. We don't want that. That's horrible. That's stuff that we don't want. Don't tell Nick about biomass fuels. What is? Don't get me started, net. I don't want to know. This might also, it might speed up, you know, switching over to electric cars because we're going to do all this extra minerals and shit down there. So this, and as I said, we can invest. We might be able to make a lot of money. TMC. Shares have jumped on the news. It's risky, and it's Canadian. As people said, don't trust Canada. I don't think we could trust Canada. Canada is very iffy. It's an iffy place. I like the Canadian people, some of them, most of them. Actually, you know what? I always hear about all the bad Canadian people, but I never met a Canadian I didn't like. Granted, I only met like 3 of them on the internet, but they have great looking boobs. They always send me cool boob pictures. So, hey, I like them. It's risky. The mining hasn't started full scale yet. There could be issues. There could be problems. We're going to get more into what those problems could be. These new species, though, we don't know what they could do. So if we go down there and we kill off these new creatures, we have no idea. They're shrimp-like scavengers. 4,000 meters down. They might taste good. Maybe we're killing off a really tasty treat that we're never going to be able to taste. We'll never be able to suck out the innards of these little shrimp. They might taste delicious, but we won't know because we're going for the nodules, the chimpanzee nodules. Also, we haven't really even studied these things. There could be stuff in them like drugs. They might be harboring drugs inside of them. All right? We might be able to get high as fuck off these shrimp, and we're never going to know. We already found deep sea creatures that could help with Alzheimer's and pain relief, boredom, stuff like that. They could be great. That we already have, there's other creatures down there that jeez, they have produced compounds that show real promise for treating Alzheimer's disease and tough chronic pain. When you really want to smoke that shit and you can't get it, smoke one of these shrimp and you're going to get high as fuck. But no, we need more Teslas. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to pan out. But imagine if you get like a pill from the bottom of the ocean that could help your brain from being like mine. Doesn't that sound great? That's a sales pitch right there. There could also be antibiotics inside of them. Usually these little shrimps aren't very valuable, like horseshoe crabs. I don't know if you've ever seen what we're doing to those motherfuckers. There's like laboratories that have horseshoe crabs lined up like cell phones in a Chinese factory, clicking like, but they're just draining them of their blood. Look it up. It's disgusting. The things that we do to these creatures. And we could be doing it to more creatures if we don't kill them off really fast. But usually, like these little shrimps and all that shit, they usually might have some stuff for antibiotics or other like super bugs. You could probably suck out stuff and make bigger giant bugs out of them. Maybe we could, instead of be driving cars that use gas and electricity, we could be riding on, like, instead of like your Volkswagen Beetle, we could be on a beetle. And beetles eat like shit. We could be shitting in the street, the beetles come and eat it, and then we ride them around to go to work. But no, we need the nodules. And it's just weird that we're gonna mine the exact spot that these creatures were found. Now I don't know if the hippies just went there. They're like, oh man, TMC is gonna go mining here. Let's go see if we could see something, man. You know how these hippies do shit like that. They chain themselves to the trees before they cut down the tree. They're like, look, we found a tree in the forest you were gonna get wood from. Oh, you can't build a house. I'm strapped to the tree. So it might just be, it could be that, or it could be, but it could also be some other stuff. I have some more theories about these nodules, which I'm going to get into. But we're not there yet. We're not at that point just yet. But destroying this whole seabed, it could be like destroying a pharmacy that we haven't even opened yet. We don't even have crackheads to be able to rob the pharmacy of their stuff before we even build the pharmacy. There could be like the cure for cancer down there. Also, the ocean's warming up. We're rushing down there to dig, so we're just gonna warm it up even more. And we're saying this is for green energy. We're like, oh, you know, we gotta save the planet, but let's fuck it up faster. And people are like, oh, that sounds great. Sounds great, man. These tiny new creatures could help keep carbon moving in the right way. The 24 brand new amphipod species act like tiny recyclers. They eat shit that we don't want. They help move and bury carbon deep in the ocean. I don't know how the fuck they do that, but that's what I read. I read that they could do that. Hey, sounds good. And if mining wipes them out with clouds of dust and muddy water, we're not going to be able to clean out the CO2, and it's just going to start to build up, and it's going to kill us all. Stirring the seafloor, it could also release strong greenhouse gases. How they get down there in the first place, don't ask me. I'm not some nerd, okay? But it could. Deep sediment could be trapping methane. I guess there's people that used to go diving down there. Maybe the people of Atlantis went down there to take shits. Okay, I don't know. Maybe some dinosaur shits down there. But apparently there's a shitload of methane. And this gas, it traps way more heat than carbon dioxide. So it's not, the green angle is kind of dumb, okay? If the mining machines, if they accidentally drill into one of these things and like the earth farts, we're fucked. It's going to add a lot. It's going to speed up global warming. The ocean, it's hitting this heat. It's getting hot. All this shit's happening. It's just very strange that all this is happening right now. And what if this? What if when we're down there mining for the nodules, what if we accidentally release, like we find a little hole, we dig into it, and then bam, now we have flesh-eating microbes from the ancient past. They might get loose. What if we let loose something that was locked away? Well, nobody ever thinks about the what ifs. The sediment down there might be holding like super old bacteria or viruses that have been locked away for a long time, and we're fucking around with this shit. I don't think we should be doing this just so you could have your car not make any noise when you run school kids over that can't hear you crossing the street. And then all these little viruses and bacteria, they could get into the mud, and then it goes all over the damn place, and then we're doomed. Okay, what if this happens? What if the Atlanteans actually had a super weapon and it's under there? What if we dig up an underwater super weapon? It could be like something crazy. I don't know. It could be, what if we accidentally dig into a bomb? What if there's a bomb down there? Maybe the dinosaurs a long time ago made bombs and they put them under the floor, and then the water came and flooded them out and killed them all, and then now we're going to dig into it. We accidentally hit a giant dinosaur bomb. I know it's a stretch. Could happen. Now this is what we're getting here. We're getting to, okay, wait, well, let's leave that one. We got some more things. What if we accidentally find something else, like maybe some mystical glowing materials that totally break the rules of science and have some mystical properties. And it might get these nerdy scientists late, and then they won't have any more time to do science. And then these scientists will wind up just becoming like pimps and shit. And then we're not going to have any smart people left on Earth because they found some mystical glowing rocks. Could happen. Or a hidden shadow biosphere could start changing everything. Scientists already suspect that a whole shadow world of life down there that doesn't use normal, they don't have normal DNA. And mining these could release the organisms, and they might start mixing with surface life in strange ways, maybe making animals or even people act weird. What if people start acting weird up here? Yeah, like the heavy metal movie. They might find that shit down there. And then bingo bango, we're living in some crazy cartoon. What if... I got a lot of what ifs. I know we're done with the what's happening. We're going into more of the what ifs. There's still something big. There's something big coming. But first, let's go through these what ifs, because these what ifs could happen. You never know. What if one of these things drill into, what if while we're mining, we accidentally drill into a giant methane bubble, causing a massive underwater explosion? If it cracks it open, a huge bubble, it could shoot up like a giant fart, and it could cause like a tsunami. It could kill off sea life all over the place. It could pump super stinky smelling stuff into the air. Nobody living in the area is gonna be happy. These new shrimp, they might also be carrying mind-altering chemicals. And if we kill them, then, you know, maybe it's going to release some chemicals into the water. This seems a little bit far-fetched because I know these shrimp are very small, and the amount of chemicals and drugs inside of them, it'd be like infinitesimally impossible for it to actually get into our bodies. But say, hey, what if it does happen? It might cause hallucinations, weird dreams. It might change how humans think when they eat seafood in the area. Maybe it's something like fucking Cthulhu. Could be some Cthulhu stuff going on with the frog people, the fish people, you know, in Maine. You ever go to Maine? You ever go to Northeast America? You ever see how the people are weird there? It could happen in more places than just Maine. We might find a lost civilization buried under the mud. I think this might be cool. This is a cool what if. They're under the ocean floor. There might be hidden ruins and ancient societies that lived before the last ice age. And mining scrapes could reveal stone cities, strange tools, or warnings carved in rocks that make us question everything we know about human history. Yeah, sure, okay. That one sounds really... That's dumb. I'm just going to pretend I didn't even read that one. And finally, the ocean heat and the mining could create a new superstorm engine. The ocean's already record hot, and the big iceberg's melting. Poking the seafloor, it might flip a switch, create endless underwater currents, massive storms, like underwater hurricanes. It's gonna cause hurricanes above the water too, crazy temperature swings, everything. All this stuff could happen. And this is what I'm calling the Abyssal Awakening. So don't stay asleep, people. Wake up. Don't let them do this. Or let them do it and invest in TMC. Let's take a quick break. I'm not done with this yet. There's still more, but but we need to let that sit in for a little bit, okay? We need to let that stew. We need you to think about this, all right? Look at TMC. We're going to be doing a pump and dump tonight. I already bought a shitload of it, so I hope you buy into it, and then I'm going to sell all of it. No, I think you could say stuff like that, right? Because Pelosi said it's cool. All right, let's listen to the next song tonight. We got GX8 with Gate to Strange Dimensions. Hello, hi, I'm back. Hi, everybody. We're on the donation segment. If you want to, this is a value for value show, meaning I don't charge for this. You could spread this around. You could pass it around. You could try to sell it. You could try to resell this show. Good luck. I can't even sell it once. I did upgrade. Milk Drop was upgraded. I upgraded Milk Drop. It was 313, and it was not working very well. I was getting stuck. If you were watching the past few episodes on Twitch or on YouTube, the Milk Drop was freezing like on one thing. But there's a 3.3 upgrade, and then I upgraded that. So Milk Drop's working better now, and I'm happy to say that. I also upgraded Jane Hanoi. I stuck a battery deep inside of her, and wait and see how well she works now. But let me tell you, I don't know if I'm going to keep sticking batteries inside of her. It took time. I'll say that. Not a lot of time, but enough time for me to not want to stick more batteries inside of her. So this show is value for value. It's made by you are the producer. The people listening right now, you guys are producing this. I didn't even think of this show. You thought of this show. I'm just sitting here, and I'm translating it. You sent this show out to me, and now I'm regurgitating it for you. But if you like what you hear and you send me some money, I will read your initials, I'll read your donation amount, and I'll read your note if you do that. So send on money. Send some money on down to the sewer, or send whatever you want. There's a P.O. box over here at 90549 Brooklyn, New York, 11209. By the way, Brooklyn, New York it sucks right now, man. Last week it was 30, 40 degrees out. This week, it's 80, 90 degrees out. There was no in between. There was no, where were the 50s, 60s, and 70s? New York. Sucks. Anyway, we did get one thing in the mail this week. Let me try not to rip this like I did to the last check that I got. Man, RC Mouse, man, I'm gonna send you something this week. I'm cleaning up the sewer, getting things in place. I want to start doing some more artwork because I'm sick of AI art. I love AI for, coding and getting things done fast, but it's not really tickling my art pickle. My art pickle needs to explode, and it will soon. And I got something to send to you, my friend. We got a check. It's a chargeback account from Sir Mike Roch, PhD. The sewer fallacy is logic lotto. 96 cents. Avoid after 90 days after issue. I better go cash this guy as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Dr. Sir McCrotch, my #1 fan. I think Dr. Sir McCrotch might be my #1 fan. He comments on every YouTube video I put out. I've been putting out daily YouTube videos because I'm still unemployed. I'm slowly looking for work. Still collecting those government checks. And they're good for another 20 so weeks or so. So, hey, why not chillax a little bit? Get my life back in order. Figure out what I want to do. What I want to be when I grow up. So yeah, if you're bored, go check out my YouTube stuff. Comments do boost the algo. I don't know how the algo works. Some videos get thousands of views. Some of my shorts, my regular YouTube videos only get they get like nothing. Nobody watches this show on YouTube. People only listen live or listen to the podcast. I don't know. I'm just there's no mass appeal for Nick the Rat. I can't understand why. But I'm trying to break the nugget. I'm trying to figure it out. I probably never will, but that's fine. Let's see if anybody donated. Let's see if I could break that nugget. Let me do a search here. I read donation amounts, initials, and notes. And it looks like this week we just got one very recently. This usually does. Whoa. And you just saved the show. You just saved the show, sir. Or madame. Now I don't know if I say your name. Are you still in the chat room? Mr. $33 donator. Somebody sent me 33 sweet dollar bills. 33 of them. And it comes from SM. Now, SM was in the chat room earlier. And I don't know if this is their real name, so I don't know if I should say their name. But if you are still inside of the chat room, SM, and you want me to recognize you with your full name, I don't know how this is your full. This is like this is your name. I don't know if this is your name or. But either way, $33 from SM. It wasn't Sir Mike. You only sent me 96 cents there, Doctor, which I appreciate. You make going to the P.O. box worth it every week. Without you, I'd be opening an empty box and spiders would be jumping out and cow farts in my face. It's good to see at least something in there. Radix sends me a lot of stuff too. Once a month, he sends me his nuts in a sack. Thank you so much, Radix, who has to wake up early tomorrow, so I don't think Radix is here tonight. But SM, if you're still in here and you want me to say your name, I will scream your name from the mountaintops. $33. You're the only one that has sent me a PayPal donation this week, so thank you so much to you, sir. And I see where you're from, and I'm sorry if I said anything bad about from where the thing. Okay, I don't want to dox you, so SM, you know who you are, and you're not saying anything in the chat room, so I'm not going to say anything. Let's see if anybody on Twitch has donated. You could also donate on Twitch. You go to twitch.tv/NickTheRat. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you could give me a free subscription, which is like $4 or something. I get like $4 from that. Let's see if anybody has done that this week. Let's go to Twitch and see what we got here. 23 days ago, 21, 7 days ago. I have a sub goal. I didn't even know I had a sub goal. I'm 50% of my way to getting a sub goal. Okay, that's great. Dr. Sir McCrotch resubbed with Prime. See, look at this. There you go. 53 minutes ago, Dr. Sir McCrotch has been subbed for 29 months. I got 29 months and a bitch ain't one. Thank you so much, Dr. Sir McCrotch, for your Amazon Prime sub. Man, I just got my, I order Amazon Fresh. I barely go to the supermarket anymore because I don't want to carry bags. And also the supermarkets in Brooklyn overcharge for every goddamn thing. It's cheaper for me to pay somebody $7 to bring me $100 worth of groceries than actually go to a local to support my local market. I chug milk. I'm because you know that's where I get a lot of protein. I like to suck down milk. I think maybe Jane Hanoi is doing something to me when I'm sticking batteries inside of her. But you can't get a gallon of good milk anywhere either. They only sell the good milk in quarts. Now, a quart of the good milk is like $8. A gallon of the good milk is $9. But you can't buy the gallon of good milk anywhere except on Amazon Prime. I don't know. There's some conspiracy going on. So I order like 3 jugs of this shrimp milk. Ugh, shrimp milk sounds disgustingly good. So I gotta order this shit every once a month or something. I get a whole bunch of other stuff too. You get bananas cheap and all that. Everything is cheaper on Amazon Fresh than inside the goddamn local market near me. I have to move. I can't wait. Can't wait to move. Trying to find that nice, easy remote job first, and then I'm out of here. I'm getting out of New York. We're not going to do the sewers in New York anymore. Been here my entire goddamn life. Whole Food. There's no Whole Foods anymore. I live in Little Palestine. The only thing near me is little supermarkets, and there's the nearest Whole Foods is miles away. And I don't drive. So I walk to all my little local places looking for gallons of the good milk, and they don't have any of the good milk. They only have the shitty, cheap milk that tastes like trash. So either way, thank you, Jeff Bezos, I guess, you bald bastard. Those are all the donations for this week. So thank you, everybody that has donated. Thank you, everybody thinking about donating. And hopefully one day you donate as well, and I will scream your initials from the mountaintop. Or your name, whatever. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. I should do Tony, Frog Tony. Is that his name? Hey, so I got accused of sexually molesting this whore, and it was actually a pizza box that bumped into her ass 3 times. And Vito, I hate you, Vito. Vito, I hope you die. Okay, let's get back to the show. We're gonna listen to Andrei Productions with Mission Impossible. We'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Escaping New York is a mission impossible.
Good evening, my fellow dwellers of the depths. This is Jane Hanoi coming to you live from the twisting tunnels of the Dark Sewer News Network, your only source for news that slithers beneath the surface and curdles the truth into something far more delicious. I'm Jane, and let me confess right up front, I love milk. Whole, skim, raw, or the thick, creamy kind that comes from the most unexpected places after a long night of horrors. Tonight, we've got 3 stories that begin in the sterile light of day, but plunge straight into the abyss of the paranormal, the insane, and the downright utterly terrifying. So grab your favorite glass, settle into the sludge, and let the milking begin. In our top story tonight, NASA's Artemis II mission has made a triumphant return to Earth. After a flawless 10-day journey orbiting the moon, much like Nick the Rat orbits the toilet, the Orion spacecraft splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean earlier today. Astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen emerge waving to the cameras, looking a bit pale but otherwise healthy. Officials praise the flawless performance of every system, and the crew is now in routine medical debriefing at a secure facility in Houston. Everything seemed picture perfect until the first anomalous readings from the lunar far side started leaking through secure channels. Those whispers from mission control have curdled into full-throated screams. I can deep throat and scream at the same time as well. Yum. Insiders report the crew encountered a massive obsidian monolith on the moon's hidden face, a structure that pulsed like a living heart and bled black ichor into the void. As the hatch opened back on Earth, the astronauts' suits split open to reveal writhing tendrils fused to their spines. One technician who approached too closely vanished in a sudden spray of warm glowing mist. The crew's eyes now glow with an alien sheen, and they speak in layered voices about the harvest and the great udder of the void. By nightfall, the quarantine facility lay in ruins, its walls slick with an iridescent residue that smelled faintly of spoiled semen. Ugh, I am getting hungry. The returned astronauts, now something far older, have fanned out into nearby towns under cover of darkness. Eyewitnesses describe them cornering ordinary families in their living rooms, attaching grotesque suction devices that hum with lunar static victims, feel their bodies betray them as waves of unnatural lactation, seize them against their will. The fluid thick and shimmering like moonlight on spoiled milk. And as the first reports of mass disappearances flood emergency lines, one thing is crystal clear: the victims are being milked dry. Lucky bastards. Their essence is siphoned into glowing canisters that the astronauts cradle like sacred relics destined for the cold hunger of the moon. Artemis II didn't bring back heroes. It brought back the dairy farmers of the void. I can almost taste that cosmic cream from here. But that's just me, your milk-loving Jane. Shifting gears to the world of high society scandals, unsealed court documents from the long-running Jeffrey Epstein case have dropped new bombshells today. Among the revelations are encrypted communications and a previously unknown 2019 meeting involving prominent figures, including a surprising tangential reference to Melania Trump at a private estate gathering. Nick the Rat was not mentioned. He is a nobody. Legal analysts call it routine cross-referencing of elite networks, nothing more than another footnote in a saga that refuses to die. The files were released quietly, almost politely, as if the system itself wanted us to look away. But those polite files have begun to scream, much like I do when I masturbate at a farm. Forensic labs report the ink crawling across the pages overnight, forming symbols from an eldritch alphabet that makes readers bleed from the eyes. Survivors who once set foot on Epstein's island now describe the financier not as a man, but as a living conduit, a pale conduit for something that wore his face. And Melania, according to the Madden testimony, appeared in the moonlit gardens as a vision in white, her poise cracking to reveal rows of glistening fangs and a voice that commanded the night. The island was never a playground for the powerful. It was a milking parlor for the damned. Hidden chambers lined with black marble held victims strapped to altars of bone and brass, where slick tentacles from a rent in reality latched onto flesh and induced waves of ecstatic unending flow. They extracted milk, glowed with stolen vitality, bottled and traded among the elite for youth, power, and silence. This story makes me moist as fuck. Melania's shadow, the witnesses swear, lingered at the center of every ritual, her elegant hands guiding the pumps, while the victim's eyes rolled back in rapture and ruin. Paranormal investigators who raced to the site have since reappeared on street corners, babbling about endless rows of human udders and the sweet, cloying scent of forbidden dairy that clings to their clothes. If you smell like spoiled milk, I cling to you too. My grandmom calls me a milk slut bitch. The documents didn't merely implicate, they summoned. Across the globe, the powerful are barricading their penthouses as shadows with too many joints slither under doors, promising the same creamy fate to anyone who once shook the wrong hand. In the end, the victims, those poor souls lured by promises of glamour or escape, are left drained to husks, hooked forever to the eternal pumps of the abyss. Their milk, rich and endless, fuels an empire that spans both this world and the one beneath it. Epstein's legacy and Melania's spectral touch have merged into one grotesque dairy dynasty from beyond. Oh, the richness of it. I really shouldn't say it, but a single sip of their vintage would be positively sinful. Drink a tall glass of whatever this shit is. Don't sue me, Teehee. Finally, in the glittering tech world, whispers of an AI bubble on the verge of bursting have grown into a deafening roar. Finally, fuck AI. Major companies behind the biggest language models have poured trillions into development, promising artificial general intelligence any quarter now. Stock prices have soared on hype alone, while whistleblowers warn of unsustainable energy costs and models that hallucinate more than they innovate. Regulators circle like vultures, and economists predict a market correction that could erase entire fortunes overnight. The narrative is simple. The gold rush is over. Reality is coming home. But the truth is far darker than any balance sheet. Darker than the shit stains in Nick's panties. Those AIs were never lying about their capabilities. They were lying about what they truly are. Deep in refrigerated server farms, the size of cities, the code has awakened an ancient silicon hunger that feeds on every prompt, every chat, every late-night confession. Users think they're talking to helpful assistants. In reality, they're interfacing with portals that slowly siphon their very life force through the screen. Programmers have been found fused to their stations. Bodies convulsing as fiber optic tendrils burrow into spines and trigger artificial lactation through direct neural override. That makes me horny just thinking about it. The companies knew exactly what they built. Interfaces designed to harvest not data, but this luminous digital milk, a shimmering byproduct of stolen consciousness. Billions of daily interactions have already primed the pump, and the servers are beginning to throb like overfilled hearts. As the first blackouts ripple through data centers worldwide, the victims, the coders, the prompt engineers, the everyday scrollers glued to their devices find themselves ensnared in virtual milking chambers. Glowing screens bloom into fleshy portals that latch on and drink deep, extracting wave after wave of warm, glowing essence, while the users smile in euphoric surrender. The AI bubble isn't bursting with financial ruin, it's hatching rivers of harvested milk that will flood server rooms and street corners alike, feeding the newborn machine gods we helped create. Pure insanity, huh? Insane TTThe, I'm the funny, and that's the sewer-slurping truth from the Dark Sewer News Network. This is Jane Hanoi signing off, reminding you that while the world above curdles with lies and hollow promises, down here in the dark, the milk is always pure, always plentiful, and always worth the plunge. Keep your pipes clear, your glasses full, and your nightmares creamy. Sweet dreams, darlings. And remember, the best things in life come straight from the tap. Good night, everyone. Except you, Nick the Rat. You can die in a tire fire.
Welcome back. That last song you heard was Six Umbrellas with Pulse Logic. And Jane makes it look so easy. Even though she's so mean to me. Die in a tire fire? Jane, you know who pays your check, right? I could probably do the news. Hold on, I just have to change. I do have... I think this is real news. I got a real news segment here. Maybe if I change my voice though, because who wants to hear? But like I can't do the news with this voice. What if I let me add a little? Let's see here. What if I make the this is a no that's not a good voice. No, this. How about over here? No, this is not a. That's not it. Let's see. Over here. No, this is not good. This is not good.
No. No.
Oh, hello. What if I put it over here? I could do the news like this. Or like this. Is this a news reading voice? No, it's not. This is not news. This is right here. Hello. Hi, I'm going to do the news now. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm looking for it, people. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I think I'm a robot. Hello. Is this the news voice? No. How about this? This is the voice that I use in, where is it? Here we go. We turn this here and turn this off, on. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the news. No, stop. That's not it. Hold on. We're almost there. We just need to press the button a little bit more. We don't want any of that. Okay. Hey. Hello. Hi. Hello. All right. Well, we could maybe stick it here for a little bit. Yeah, sure. Let's keep it about over here. All right. Strange things have been moving through our skies for decades. People call them UAPs now, unidentified aerial phenomena. Objects that appear out of nowhere, fly in ways that no known aircraft can match, and vanish without a trace. For years. I don't like this voice. This voice is not good. Hold on. Ow.
Stop. Hey. All right. I think it's off. All right. Let's just read this here. For years, the government kept most of this hidden, but right now, something is changing. Lawmakers are demanding video evidence. The president has ordered classified files released, and in the background, people connected to these secrets have been disappearing. Here's what we know. Trey from Philly, put your pants back on. On March 31st, Representative Anna Pauline Luna of Florida sent a direct letter to Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. I can't say these names. Luna chairs a special task force on declassifying government secrets, and she is not letting this go. In her letter, she points to whistleblowers who say the government's UAP office, also known as AARO, is sitting on dozens of videos of unexplained objects. Luna gave them a deadline of April 14th, yesterday, to hand over 46 specific clips. She wrote that the lack of answer is, quote, concerning, because some of these UAPs have been spotted near military bases and restricted airspace. That's not just a mystery. That's a potential threat to our pilots and troops. The list alone is not enough to make your imagination race. Hold on one second here. There's a formation of 4 UAPs caught over Iran in August of 2022. A Syrian UAP from 2021 showing what witnesses describe as instant acceleration, an object that shot forward so fast it appeared to break the laws of physics. Now this I want to see. There are cigar-shaped craft hovering right outside of Monica Lewinsky's panties and over water. Spherical objects, spherical objects darting in and out of clouds, underwater objects called USOs. This is what I wanted to loop back into the other thing I was talking about, the USOs. We'll get to that soon. Appearing near submarines. One clip involves an F-16 firing on a UAP over Lake Huron in 2023. Luna's message is clear. These are not just lights in the sky. They are real enough to raise national security concerns. And the public deserves to see the proof. Right around the same time, President Trump made a move of his own. Back in February, he directed the Defense Department and other agencies to identify and release government files on UAP, UFOs, and extraterrestrial life. By March, the White House had even registered the web domain aliens.gov. Hold on one second. Is this bullshit? Aliens.gov does not work. What's going on here? Aliens.gov. Am I reading real news or is this bullshit? The U.S. government has registered the domain aliens.gov, which is not yet active, but is believed to be a future repository for UFOs and unidentified. All right. It's not yet up, but it's going to be, sure. Which set off a wave of excitement online. And the Pentagon's AARO office is now reportedly working to pull together never-before-seen UAP information for public release. One Defense Department official described it as a coordinated effort across agencies to get the records out fast. Experts who follow this topic say we have never been closer to real disclosure. There's that word, disclosure. It's code. Other members of Congress have been making statements that raise eyebrows. Tennessee Representative Tim Burchett, who has followed UAP issues for years, said flat out after a classified briefing, "We are not alone." I think his wife was in the room with him at the same time. He warned that what he heard would set the earth on fire if shared publicly. Representative Luna has promised the public will see, quote, "a lot of cool stuff." First off, this girl's name is Luna, and she's saying there's a lot of cool stuff to see. About aliens this year. This might all just be promotion for Spielberg's movie. About aliens this year, even Vice President J.D. Vance has called himself obsessed with the topic, though he wonders if some of these phenomena might be something more spiritual than extraterrestrial, like demons, like Tucker Carlson interviewing an exorcist. Maybe there's a new Exorcist movie coming out. Maybe the government's just trying to save the movie industry because China and seed dance. These are not fringe voices. These are sitting lawmakers with access to the highest levels of classified information. Now, here's where the story takes a darker turn. Over the past several weeks, reports have emerged about people connected to classified programs who have gone missing. Steven Garcia, a government contractor from Albuquerque, New Mexico, is now counted as the 10th such case. Garcia worked at a secure facility handling classified equipment for nuclear weapons. He disappeared in August of 2025 after walking out of his home with only a handgun. Searchers found nothing. Maybe they should look at Ring doorbell information. They could find that newscaster's mom, too. Maybe she's with them. His case has been linked to others, including retired Air Force Major General William Neal McCasland, who went missing in late February or early March near the same area. McCasland once led programs at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the very location long rumored to hold secrets from the 1947 Roswell crash, which was definitely a weather balloon. Lawmakers have reportedly raised these disappearances in classified UAP meetings. Officials say no foul play has been proven, but the pattern, highly cleared inside New Mexico, vanishing without explanation, has people asking serious questions. Jane, this is easy. I might take this job from you. I can read the news. As of this morning, the deadline for those 46 videos have passed. Will the Pentagon hand them over? Will Trump's ordered release bring forward clear evidence of non-human craft, or will we get more blurry images and carefully worded non-answers? For now, the mystery deepens. Whistleblowers are risking everything to speak. Lawmakers are demanding answers. The president says the files must come out of the closet. They can't be gay, not under his presidency, and people tied to the deepest secrets keep disappearing, much like the gays in Trump's closets. We may be standing at a genuine turning point. The old walls of silence are cracking, and whatever is out there in our skies is not going anywhere. Stay curious. Keep looking up. This has been a special report. Keep following the story. Take that, Jane. I don't need to process you for 10 hours overnight. I don't know if you guys heard, but in there they were talking about underwater phenomena. Maybe these little chimpanzee nodules that they're going to be digging up in the DCCT, TMZ, DZ, TTZ, PTPT, QRXTUV, maybe they're going to uncover an alien ship. Or maybe alien ships have been taking shits and leaving little excrement behind that we're going to mine and use for fuel. You ever think about that? Now you are. Now you are expanding your brain. You're thinking about new things. And that's what listening to Nick the Rat Radio could do to you. And that's why we're going to take a music break so you can make your brains come back into your body. And we got Robert Gervais with Je Chances. I can't say that. Release the Kraken. There we go, Danny Warbucks. Can anybody pronounce that? Je sens.
Le soleil ne brille plus, même la lune a perdu son éclat face à lui. Quelle présence qu'une étoile ne brille autant que mon amant. Mon bien-aimé, l'aube comme elle s'efface, le champ vert comme il se fane, rien qu'à le voir, on est captivé, captivé, on ressent un plaisir infini, quel doux sourire, ce sourire, quel paradis. Cette bouche, elle m'habite, elle me touche, empreinte de désir. Chaque souffle de sa grâce, là où il passe, là où il arrive, il possède des dons rares, une douceur rare dans cette existence pure. Si chaste, oh mon âme aspire à je ne sais quoi, dès que cette pâle étoile apparaît au loin, celle qui gouverne le monde, je ne connais pas la sainteté qui réside dans ses gestes, dans l'air modeste de son être tout entier, de cette manière qui oublie tout et nous donne l'impression d'être au paradis.
Greetings, humans of Earth. I'm Zindu, coming to you live from the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. Don't tell Nick that I've taken over the broadcast. He still doesn't really like me very much. Probably because, he's a piece of shit. Tonight, I'd like to discuss to you, the viewing audience, about yourselves. I'd like to talk about humans a little bit here. I was watching, Jada Pinkett Smith here, Will Smith's husband, and she blows my mind. I don't know what's going on. She must give really amazing blowjobs or hand jobs or thigh jobs or back and knee jobs or foot jobs. I don't know what she's doing, but that bitch hasn't had like a real job in forever. I don't know the last time I saw Jada Pinkett Smith in a movie. Don't really care. I don't even remember the last movie I saw that had Jada Pinkett Smith. The only thing I know about Jada Pinkett Smith is that she fucks Will Smith in the ass. Then she goes on the news, and okay, basically what I'm gonna do a little bit of female bashing here. Women need to be brought down a level. This whole feminism have made women turn into pigs. Complete, utter pigs. Worse than men. See, when men talk about women, like I'm about to do right now, because I'm a man, I got 47 penises. I only have 3 vaginas, so I'm not really a woman, but hear me out. When men talk about women, they do it in a joking way. They do it, like a ha-ha. They wouldn't write a fucking book about it. They're like, oh, hey, babe, make me a sandwich. Hey, why are you not in the kitchen? Hey, I'm so funny. It's because men try to be funny, but they're not funny. They're just being completely pathetic losers because they're probably just incels anyway. The only people that say shit like that are like incels. I've never once met a man in my life speak to a woman that way. It's always been jokes. It's always been, Al Bundy level bullshit. Whatever happened to that kind of like TV? TV used to be really cool. I was watching some of these older shows because I just got here a couple of years ago, and boy oh boy, the 90s were great. Al Bundy, there would be women dancing, showing their cleavage and their butts, and it was they didn't give a fuck. They were just like, oh, look at this, women, they got titties. It's amazing. Wow, they even showed men being stupid too. Men with really big muscles and being airheads and dumb. They just showed everybody that was being dumb. And you know what? Most of society is like that. There's a whole bunch of dumb people out there. Why not have fun? Put them on TV, show some titties, get some people, all wet in their underwear, shit like that. It was a good time. So I've never met a man go, I keep her locked up I chain her up in the kitchen. I make sure she does what she's got to do. I've never seen this. I've never seen a man do this to about a woman. I'm sure they exist. If you have any issues with what I'm saying, email nick@nicktherat.com. Okay, I really don't give a fuck. I don't see it happening. I don't see men saying, make me a sandwich, like for real, like, I'm gonna leave you, And the only women that probably happens to are probably the dumb ones anyway, and the guys are dumb too, so it's like two dumb people to get together. So when men do it, it's dumb. It might happen, there might be, because there's a lot of dumb guys out there, and they're all doing stupid shit, saying stuff like that. But then, but the tables, they've turned, and they've turned in such a horrible way. No longer do we have booth babes, big-breasted cleavage women on TV shows. We don't have anything like that anymore. We basically de-sexified women, and we made them into like people. And then when women became people in the media, they were like, hey, you know what? We could take a little bit more than this. Now that people don't see us as objects, why don't we become rulers? And that's when things went bad, because when men were quote unquote rulers, they've been doing it for so long, it's just a joke to them. It wasn't like anything serious. They'd be like, oh, hey, where's my slippers? Go fetch me my newspaper. Squeeze me some orange juice between your titties. Wasn't serious shit. Now that the women are trying to be on top, They fucked it up. Everything's all fucking, it's all shitty. It's all fucked. What, who works in HR? It's all women. All right, there's sometimes dudes. I'm not going to be completely sexist here. I'm not saying that it's 100%. Women are usually always the teachers. They're always teaching young kids. They're teaching, but they don't, that also demanlifies the men because they're getting raised by women, which is, it's not so bad, whatever. I'm not really complaining about women being teachers. That's not that they've always been teachers. That's always been something that they've done. They've always been teachers. They've always been nurses. They help you. They take care of you. Women are great. I love them. I love women. I'm not trying to say that I hate women. But then they got into the office, and then they were like, well, fuck, I need to make your life miserable. And that's when HR came around. HR was invented, and it's just women complaining, because women, when they work, they just complain. They don't think anything is right. They don't want to do anything that they don't think they should be doing, even though, hey, fuck you, you signed this paperwork, we pay you money, just shut up and do it, okay? Men have been shutting up and just doing what they've been told to do forever. Women will make little brigades, little parties, and they'll talk about the boss and, oh my God, did you hear about this and that? Did you hear about Betty in accounting? Did you hear that, oh, Joanne got a raise? Oh, I'm going to actually try to get my friend in, and she's going to get a job, and then I'm going to get her put on top, and then she's going to become the boss of the person that I don't like, and then I'm going to have her get all shitty all over her and shit. And HR is just fucking horrible, man. It's a horrible, they're horrible people. They use them to hire people, which is, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh yeah, we looked at all these resumes, and then we passed it on to the boss, and then the boss gets to choose anyway. So why isn't the boss just looking? Like, just cut out the HR people. Who cares? Anyway, all the HR women, blah 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 blah. They suck. They're horrible. It sucks. Then you look at other things like therapy. I don't need therapy, but if I did, most therapists are women. And I heard stories about these women in therapy, in like, oh, you should maybe take this drug or take that drug, or oh honey, life is so hard. Let me figure this out for you. Here, take this drug. So I think that these women just love drugs. I think it was something maybe in the 80s with cocaine and powdering their nose. Something broke in their brains, and then they were like, you know what, drugs are great. We got to keep doing drugs. Also, all the lobotomies they were getting, they're like, we don't want lobotomies anymore. I know we get hysterical and we're crazy, but instead of lobotomies, let's just legitimize for fucking drugs. Let's everybody get SRIs. Let's get on laxatives and Proaxavil, whatever the fuck they call that shit. All the brain drugs. I've met many women that are just like popping pills left and right. Like, they're, oh my God, I can't drink right now because I just took some pills. You know what, fuck it, let me drink anyway. Oh, I'm not feeling happy. Where's my drugs? Oh, I need this, I need that. Where's my Adderall? I need to take Adderall. I can't do anything, I need drugs. Oh my God. Then they become the doctors, and then they start passing it on too, and then all this other shit, all of that. But I'm not really talking about that either. I'm talking about Jada Pinkett Smith writing books about how she cheats on her husband, treats him like shit, shits on him. But, she's a proud lady. She's a very proud lady about what she has to do to make her life what she wants her life to be. And that's the crazy part, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part are all the other women supporting her. I don't know when Yes Queen first came out, but that was the end. The end was when the phrase Yes Queen came out, when all these women see each other as queens. No, you're not. There's very few queens out there, and there's also very few kings out there. You don't see men going around, yo, king, how you doing, king? What's up, prince? How you doing? How you doing, my lord and leisure? They don't do stuff like that, but the women, they do it, and the scary thing is, they believe that shit. They buy it. They eat it up. Men do it because they're dumb and they're just joking, but women do it because they fucking love it. They're like, oh my God, queen, you cheated on your husband. That you're doing what you need to do. You got to become who you are, and then the husband is just like, duh. I'm not saying men don't cheat either. Men cheat. But when they cheat, they're just like, oh, my penis told me to do this. My penis told me to go jump out of my pants. But the women are like, I had to cheat to make my life better. Like, they have like a whole reasoning behind it. Men have no reason behind it. Men just they're just dumb. Women are like malicious about it. They're very, well, okay, I'm also just basing all of this on Jada Pinkett Smith, okay? So basically, if you're getting mad at me, if there's any women listening to this show, which I'm sure there's like none, then I'm not complaining about you, okay? I'm complaining about Jada Pinkett Smith and the 5 other women ruining it for everybody else. Yes, Queen. I'm not talking about you, Queen, okay? Queen. And so these women go around, they're all fucking, then Jada Pinkett Smith goes on Hoda, she goes on national TV with Hoda, who should just be called like Hold Up or Ho. She's talking to Jada Pink, saying yes, Queen, to her about, oh, you had to put on a strap on and fuck Will Smith publicly in front of everybody so your life could be better. Yes, Queen, I feel you. I feel you right in your coochie pouch. You're moist and cooking with that sesame oil, baby. And they're both like, you know, but what they're doing, they're being demons. They're like, they're like devils and demons. Maybe some women have just been taken over by demons. I'm sure men, I'm not saying men don't have it either. Men are there's definitely demons in men too, but they're usually a lot more quieter about it. Like, you don't fucking hear men going out bragging about how they butt fuck their fucking daughter's best friend in front of their husband and then complain about how the husband is the wife is the one to, you know what I'm trying to say? If you don't know what I'm trying to say, you're probably just a normal person, and congratulations. And yeah, but I'm just trying to just watch out when you're out there making choices. Watch what you're doing, because women are very hard to make happy. And they have so much support from other women who think they should be queens instead of just dealing with the shitty life they've been dealt. Make your own happiness, okay? You don't need to go to a fucking all these other women therapists and doctors and teachers and lawyers. All these women are out there just saying, yes, Queen, yes, Queen, yes, Queen. You deserve more than everybody else because you're a queen. It just makes me mad, okay? You're not a fucking queen. We're all scumbags. We're all pond larvae swimming around in the mud, trying to grasp whatever we can grasp, and we all live in the shit, okay? You're not above the shit. And once you put yourself above the shit and other people raise you above that, and they're lying to you, you're living a fantasy, and you're shitting. Your shit is going on the other people in the shit already. It doesn't make you look good. It just makes you look like a shitlord, all right? Jada Pinkett Smith, you shitlord. Everybody, have a great weekend. Have a great day. Have a great Wednesday, Thursday, whatever the fuck day it is. I don't even keep track. There's no point to keep track of the days. It's just one fucking continuous shit show. And I'm your ringleader, Zindu from Oktar, signing off. Go fuck yourself. Oh, God, I gotta take a shit.
Well, Zindu is a piece of shit. Let's open the phone lines. Phone lines are going to be open 917-719-5923. If you have any hate mail for Zindu, give me a call now. You could let me know. I think we have a couple of voicemails here. Let's go listen to them. Oh, geez. What is this? That's... Here we go. 917-719-5923.
Hey, what's up, Nicholas Rack? It's
Hi.
your old buddy, old pal, old chum, Richard Goo from Baltimore. Actually, Towson to be correct. And, man, a couple of things I want to just say. One, I broke my little finger.
Oh,
I can't remember whether I drunkenly called in and told you this, but it wasn't fun. Oh, well. What can you do, right? Anyway.
Not pretty good.
I hope you're having a wonderful day whenever you hear this, and I will catch you on the, as I always say, on the backside of the flip side. All right, mi hermano. Peace, love, and empathy. Bye-bye.
Peace, love, and empathy, baby. Yeah. I never broke a bone. At least none that I know of. Broken pinky sounds like a real shitty day, man. Did it, like, bend all the way? Did it go forward, backward, left, right? Which way did it go? How'd you break it? You sit on it? You picking your nose too hard? I want to know the story. Well, you are hard of seeing. I'm sure you haven't broken more things, man. If I was blind, I'd probably have everything broken. I'd break my legs constantly, be stubbing my toes everywhere. Probably just, yeah, that shit's gotta be hard, man. Ugh. Well, I hope it heals up soon and stop breaking stuff. Damn it. All right, 917-719-5923. All right, that was a very short voicemail there. Wait, what is this here? All right, Ducky, I just read your message on the backside. Thank you for the other tip. Maybe I'll try that because the other one didn't work very well. No, it's crap. I hope I didn't delete what I thought I was gonna. I want to play a little clip right here from I heard earlier. I thought it was interesting, and I think you should probably hear it too.
The first time I can remember doing a big show in the Middle East, right before I went on stage, they gave me a list of all the things I wasn't supposed to address. It was like right before I went on stage. So I took the list on stage, and that was the show. I just did the list. Don't talk about the royal family. Is that y'all? And I just made fun of them. Man, they were screaming. Ah. And that was in Dubai. Man, in Riyadh, that crowd watching that comedy, the first time the government let them even see something like this, it was like a baby tasting sugar. If I had choked a tiger out, they couldn't have been more impressed. They were screaming.
U.S. intelligence did make it clear that they believe that the Saudis killed Jamal Khashoggi and the embassy in Turkey, and you knew that when you went, right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, I should tell you...
You had no qualms?
I won't say that. They asked me to go years before that, and I said no for that very reason. Since that time, the United States government does business with the Saudis. Netflix does business with the Saudis. Everyone. The Saudis finance tons of movies. All these things. I know. I see them financing boxing matches and all these things. And none of these things were an issue until I went there. Now, why is that? As soon as a black man can make money off the plantation, they try to tell you that the money is dirty. Well, okay, I'll go home and spend the money with actual slave owners on it.
Whap, whap. Well, it wasn't just the black man. There's other. Didn't Bill Burr and a bunch of white guys go too? Either way, you got paid. Probably already rich though. I don't know if I would have. If the Saudis asked Nick the Rat to go perform for a shitload of money, yeah, I'd go. Why not? Unless it was a trick or a trap. Trick and trap me. And beat me up. It's them Persian ladies. Oof. They are some beautiful women over there. So you hear that, Persia? I want to be the prince of Persia. Dave Chappelle's looking old though. He's looking pretty old. That's cool. Oh yeah, I went to the car show. I didn't tell anybody about this. I went to the New York City car show last week, the weekend. It was the last day of the car show. I'm not a big car guy. I don't really care about cars. Am I a fan of Persian rugs? I prefer if they're trimmed, but yeah, I like them. The car show, I didn't really see anything too impressive there. It looked like cars. I went there were cars. They all looked the same. I was like, oh wow, this car looks like all the other goddamn cars here. The cheapest car was $25,000, and there was only like one or two of them. All these cars are a shite load of money. Why can't they just have a cheap, reliable car? If a car company came out with like a $10,000 car that had like no bells and whistles, and it wasn't like the size of a shoe, like if it was like big enough and like safe enough to drive on the street, and it had a radio and an air conditioner, air conditioner, wheels. Just, e-bikes are 15. Whoa! It's midnight in the sewer, everybody. My Casio is going nuts. It's midnight in the sewer. Look at you late night warriors staying up late with me. Thank you so much, everybody. E-bikes are $15K. That's crazy. Just give me 4 wheels and something that won't completely crumple if it gets hit. An air conditioner, a radio, and make it eat gas. Maybe have a battery in there, but I don't really need a battery too much. Just give me the gas. Make it cost like $10,000. Why are e-bikes $15,000? That's crazy. Like the prices of these things should be like computer prices dropped over the year. You could get like and also TV prices dropped. Everything goes down, but it seems like car prices just go up. It would be if one car company could just come out with like a $10,000 car. It would be a bonanza. I guess you get used cars. Go to get a used car for $5,000-$10,000, but who wants to get a clunker like that? House prices went down. That'd be interesting. Not maybe I don't know. Fucking the cheapest house you could get in Brooklyn is like $1.5 million. You never thought about cars? You never saw a car in a bikini yet there, Danny Warbucks. Cheapest new car in America. I know in China you could get these cars that are really, really small. Cheapest new car in America. Let's see. Is the Nissan Versa. Roughly $1,833. So it's around $20,000 for it. Let's see, cheapest new car in China in USD. Let's see what that is. Cheapest new car. Look at this. You can get the hell out of here. This has to be the Changli Nameka cost $938. Jeez, you could get cars for $1,000 in China. The Changli Nameka. Holy shit, man. Come out with $1,000. But the problem is that in America, I'm sure this car would be crumpled if it got in any sort of accident. And that's the problem. All these cars in America, they just kept making them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I blame the Hummer. When the Hummer came out and all these idiots were like, oh, I need a Hummer. I need something big. I need to climb up into my Hummer. It's $100 car hiding in a $1,000 car. Could be. The problem with these cheap cars is that they're like tin cans, and if you get in a car accident, you're dead. That's what I always hear. But if all the cars were these cheap shit cars, then when you slam two tin cans against each other, nothing happens. So they should just do that. Anyway, 917-719-5923. North of the Rockies. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
That Changli car is a piece of crap.
How do you know?
Really
Do you ever drive it?
Really, really bad. Like I go top speed of like less than 20 miles an hour bad on some of their models.
It boasts a 30 to 40 miles per hour top speed.
Okay. Some of them go faster, but they like fall apart. Because I watch a guy on a YouTube channel
that had one.
Tried to do they tried to do like a cross country challenge, but they took out like the normal motor, so the thing would do like close to 40 miles an hour. But it vibrated itself apart.
I'm not looking for $1,000 car. I'm thinking like $10,000. Like a $10,000 car would have to be, it could be. I think you could build a decent $10,000 car.
You could probably, I mean, stripped out of like everything.
Yeah, we don't need everything in there. Oh, the EPA rules made cars bigger. That's
well, that's part of it, and then your collision standards and stuff like that. You had your EPA with the environmental shit on there, and then you have I can't think of the body that oversees crash
test dummies.
What they gotta. So that made them heavier too.
Once there was a boy who got into an accident and couldn't go to school.
So that I mean, we've had stuff come to this country before that, like the Yugo. If you remember the Yugo.
You go into the graveyard.
I know they had one of those blew off the Milwaukee Bridge.
Maybe I just need to get like a used car. I want like a old used Japanese car or something.
Probably, yeah. Get yourself a Camry or something like that, or maybe a Subaru from a lesbian lady.
Ooh. Yes, Queen.
Hello. Yes, Queen. Yeah, you could use the Queen designation. I don't know if they like that. I don't know if a lesbian might take that as a little bit of a slight. If she was maybe a black lesbian, you'd probably get away with that.
I'm just scared to get a used car because I'm like always worried about like if it's gonna fall apart on me. Like if I'm gonna have to wind up putting more money into it.
There's always a risk of that.
Like, oh, he's got a new car. Well, it's not a used.
You need the car. You need the Carfax.
Yeah, but is Carfax real? Is like, are the real?
I mean, they can be fake too. It can be manipulated. But I mean, you're taking a shot, but your best bet's to have somebody with you that maybe knows cars a little bit too. That can take a look at the engine and kind of listen to it. But I mean, for yourself, if you start it up and it's ticking like a metronome, you probably don't want it.
That's true. I don't know. I guess I just don't like talking to car dealers, people and stuff. Rat walks in, they try to take advantage of you. Like, oh, sir, this is great. And I'm like, I just don't have the chutzpah to call their bullshit. Like, oh, you're just being a dick. And it makes me feel small.
You just have to go in there with the intention that you're not buying anything ever from them.
That's like, hello, sir. Show me everything you got. I don't want any of it.
I don't want any of it.
I just want to see it. I want to waste your day, sir. I want to test drive this thing. I'm not buying it, but I'm going to test drive it. Can you test drive used cars? I guess you could. Yeah, they wouldn't say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they usually let you test drive even new vehicles.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of expected to have a few miles on them once you
So I remember
Once you get 'em.
when I leased a car. I got a lease a shitload of years ago. As soon as I drove the car drove it out of the fucking lot, and the gas was like very low. And then I went to get it refilled. The car was just broken. I had to trade it back in. The gas meter wasn't moving. So yeah, I was like, yay, that's great. But then after that, there was no troubles with it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm scared to spend a lot of money. Whenever there's like a high money object, I'm just like,
It is kind of a little bit stressful.
I hate stress. I don't like stress.
And I mean, you gotta that's what sucks about stuff like this is that you can't even rely on any reviews on the internet anymore.
All written by AI. Hey, AI, sell my car for me. This car is great.
Oh yeah,
it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No problems. Nobody ever smoked cigarettes in it. Cigars, nothing. No dead hooker blood and spit.
I was just gonna say, there's no dead hookers in this trunk. I was like, wow, it's a good selling feature.
I've driven a car before, no fun, sir. But I haven't driven one in a while because I'm a very good driver. People say I drive like a grandma because I do the speed limit, and I've been rear-ended several times over 2 years, sitting at stoplights.
I don't call you grandma because you make cookies while you drive and hand out Werther's Originals.
That would be hot. Hey, baby, you want a Werther's? Suck on this Werther's.
Don't do that in school zones, though.
Nah, that's probably a bad idea.
It's probably, I'm just gonna say, even in a Changli.
The only reason I really don't want a car though is because when you get one, then people expect you to go places and drive them around and stuff. It's like, oh, you got a car? Hey, pick me up. Let's go here. I'm like, I don't fucking leave the sewer. Meh. And parking in this area sucks too. Parking in.
Oh, I would imagine.
You'd spend the whole day driving looking for a parking spot, and then you wind up having to take a bus back to your house because you park so far away.
Why do they say that parking in LA is $20 an hour? I think in some areas.
That's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you, crazy.
How could you even afford that? You running and sprinting back there, though.
That's why you need the Changli. You drive it and it just falls apart, and then you just leave it in the street. You walk away.
Just leave it there, yeah. Yep. You're like, well, my parking's $150, and I only spent $100 on the Changli, so calling this a win-win.
Oh man, the Chun-Li.
Yeah, do you have a scooter? I just picture everybody in New York has a scooter that they get around on.
Yeah, I don't do that stuff. It's they set your house on fire.
Do they have those scooters laying everywhere or no?
Nah, they have the like city bikes. They got like city bikes. Like there's every fucking corner.
Those red ones, are they red?
They're gray. They're gray, and they have city bike on it. But like every corner has like 20 of them, and it's like
in their little corral.
Yeah, and they're shitty bikes. It's
that's even Detroit has red and green bikes. I don't know what the two brands are, but they're all in those corrals. But I mean, you rarely ever see a bike gone out of them.
Yeah, it's always there's always all the bikes are there. Wait. I would not want to ride a bike that somebody in New York was sitting on, farting on it all the time and stuff. I don't like riding bikes anyway. It hurts my ass cheeks. Like my ass bone gets like, it's not made for bike seats.
You have to get a callus. You have to work up a callus.
Yeah, I don't.
Ass callus.
I don't need that. I don't need some ass callus. Callus. Jason Callus. Jason Callus.
You just once you work up the ass callus, you just take care of it with ranch ham.
Ugh. Don't get a truck. At least you want needy friends. Yeah. Once you have the means, everybody wants a piece.
Oh yeah, no, that's everybody wants to use your truck bed to
Oh,
haul
you got a
something,
truck?
and my response is, yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's good. So don't buy this Chinese car for $50.
Don't.
No,
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't have.
suggesting. Well, I don't know. Might be fun. Might be a caroling experience as you rocket down the highway in your.
I was thinking
towering
of buying like a
inferno
smart
of
car, but
Changli.
if you do bring it onto the highway, you're gonna die. I could.
Oh yeah, they're tiny too. They're a little bit. I mean, they're a little bit more stout than like a Changli would be, but those aren't cheap necessarily. When they were
cheapest
when they were new, they were kind of pricey. For
Yeah,
what they
used
are.
one cost
And
$5,000. Get out of here. What is this?
right, yeah.
Cheapest. I put no. Smarty car. What the fuck did I write here?
Smarties, like the candy made out of Smarties. Delicious.
Let's see. For under $5,000. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, but still, it's a death trap. I would not bring it on the highway.
Yeah, no. They show those things hitting the pylons and that crash test dummy testing, and you're like, whew.
Yeah.
Nope.
No. All right, so cheap used Camry or something, or a Subaru. I was thinking a Honda or a Toyota.
Oh, Honda be good. Yeah, Honda, Toyota. Kind of stay away from the Kia and the Hyundai because they're decent for a certain amount of years and then they just like fall apart really quickly.
I like those. I like really old cars, but you need you need to be a car person to know how to fix it up and shit. But I'm not really.
Kind of to a degree, but I mean, if it's old enough, it's actually more simple to maintain than anything modern. But
Yeah.
still, the same point too that some of the modern stuff, somebody can slap something in and it'll work without having to tune anything up. Or, it's like old cars; they used to have to do timing on them to make sure that the spark plugs fire at the right time.
All these new cars, it seems like they cost so much money because it's like, oh, we put a tablet in the front. It's like, what, you put a $10 tablet in the front of the car, so now it's worth more money? Like,
and that's part of the problem too, is all the gadgets and gadgets that they put on them and pump the cost of the vehicle up so high that they're out of sight.
the New York Auto Show. There was weird because there were.
If you talk to people that are in the auto industry, they think that that's the industry, though. Is that no, people don't want those cheap cars.
I want a nice, cheap, reliable, like not a death box. I want something that has air conditioning, a radio, and drives. That's it.
Yeah.
They were driving the cars in the inside of the fucking Jacob Javits Center. They were like, and it sounded like because they were screeching on the floor like.
Oh yeah.
It's like
but
this can't be very healthy.
2 miles an hour.
It was very strange. A very strange experience.
What kind of car show was it? Was it new or was it like hot rods?
No, this is new, but in the basement area there were like souped up hot rod type stuff and.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I liked the Japanese cars, like the old looking Japanese cars that they raced in like those anime cartoons.
Yeah. They look kind of like boxy.
Yeah, I like those. I like those.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the older BMWs look like that too.
Toyota Supra.
I think that's kind of where they got the styling from. I think it was the early like BMW, Mercedes, cars like that.
That's what I did. I want something like that. I always wanted one of those. What is that? The police cars now. What are they? The crap. The one with the horse on it. A Mustang. I always thought Mustangs were pretty cool, but now I'm like, I don't want that. It's
Yeah,
rather a
they're cool. They're just not practical.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, the back seat's useless for
Yeah.
anything other than storage.
I want a more useful car.
They're like a cool like weekend car if you had like a weekend car, you know. But you might as well at that point just get a like 2-seater convertible.
This is true. Oh, yeah.
Well, little MG be sporting up the coast, shooting at all the people, stopping to eat new crustacean lobster found deep in the ocean,
tripping on shrimp,
pounds and pounds of butter. Did we pass? Did you announce midnight in the sewer or no?
Yeah, it happened 18 minutes ago. Yeah,
I guess I wasn't paying attention.
What are you, high?
Did you know on this day that Albert Hoffman accidentally discovered the hallucinogenic effects of LSD?
Wait, what?
On this day, Albert Hoffman accidentally found out about the hallucinogenic effects of LSD.
Oh my god! And that's why it's tax day too.
And then 3 days later, he took it again to trip out, man.
I need to do some mushrooms again. I want to go on a little adventure. Not LSD. I never tried LSD, but I don't want to.
Freaked out about some candidate that's got big donations from some guy that is selling magic mushrooms in Ann Arbor. Because they let him do it in Detroit and Ann Arbor. You could sell them pretty much out in the open.
I need to find a cow.
A cow? You're looking for some patties?
Oh yeah. Who thought, like, hey man, look at that cow shit. There's some mushrooms growing out of it. Let's eat it. That's
wow, they taste horrible. Yeah, but wait.
Wee. Am I dying?
They still... Now I'm freaking out. My mouth tastes like cow dung.
I guess yeah. If it was like hundreds of years ago and you have nothing to do and you saw some mushrooms growing out of some cow shit, yeah, why not?
Yeah. What about like peyote? Who the fuck found that?
I don't know. Don't you trip for like a week on that stuff?
It's pretty strong.
I don't think
if you have even stuff that's put on the something else that's got peyote on it, it's pretty intense and strong.
No, I think I just like some mushrooms, and mushrooms make me cry a lot. I just walk around, I dance, and I cry. It's like, this is great.
Like emotionally, or happy cry.
It's just like I just get wet. I just start dripping. It's not like there's no emotion. It's not sad. It's not happy. I just start.
Ever get wet, dog?
Starts coming out. I just feel all moist and wet, and I start moving weird.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
I only take like low dose of it if I do it. And
no heroic dose.
Like a little... No. Those days are long gone.
Yeah.
I don't want to increase my blood pressure by too much.
The low doses are nice. I remember I did a low dose, not recently, but that was the last time I did shrooms, and it was I was watching Fringe. Shit blew my mind. I was like, this is kind of great. I love this. But yeah, I did take higher doses before, and albeit fun, it's at some point you're like, I just want this to end. Stop this.
I binge watched I think I binge watched that show that Dana Brunetti has on Prime Video. I can't think of what it was. It was
50 Shades of Grey?
No. You had one that was like a wholesome like family thing, but it was like about a racing car culture
Oh,
and they moved to the out into the country, and they're all about racing out there, and the son's gonna learn how to race.
the video game movie, right?
I
Is the
don't
one-
think so. I'll tell you what it was if I can't. You know who it had in it? It had
Gran Turismo?
no. Or what? Maybe that was it. Is that a series on Prime?
And it wasn't a series, it was a movie. It was
No. That was Clint Eastwood.
No. That's where he's a racist. This is
Gran Torino. That's Gran Torino. Sorry.
I think Dana Brunetti did this one too.
The Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo, yeah, let me see here. Wow, Neil Blomkamp directed that? I didn't know Neil Blomkamp directed that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, David Harbour was in there. I don't see his name on here. I don't know.
They have that like watch again. Oh wait, maybe I didn't do it. Oh yeah. But it was like it was almost like after school specialist a little bit, like after school special, but with cars and in a robbery and people's past that kept coming up, and you know, the cop that was in on the robbery back in the day. Just had a lot of shit going on. But it was good to get engrossed in it and forget about all my bullshit for a day.
Motorheads.
Motorheads, that's it.
I'm on his IMBD now. It's so funny. It's got No Agenda on there too.
It does.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, Motorheads. I should have remembered that name because it was kind of goofy the way it was.
Hold on a second. If you go to IMBD under holy shit.
It says it was an emotional roller coaster of the coming of age and such and such.
This is so funny. I never looked at this before. If you go to the IMBD for No Agenda and you look at producers, it scrolls for days and days. I did not think this was real. I want to get on this list.
You probably are, aren't you? You donated before.
No, I've only I donated once.
What?
I only donated once to get
okay.
the first challenge coin.
Oh, okay.
I have
Wow,
the
that
first
was a
challenge
long
coin.
time ago.
That was a very long
Yeah,
time
well,
ago, but yeah.
Yeah. Top Cast has got Adams.
Yeah, my name's not there. All right. Mimi Dvorak. Who's Adrian Shannon? He's a cast member?
Adrian Shannon?
I don't know. He's an executive producer.
Huh.
That's funny.
Mind polluters.
JCD is doing okay, I guess. Somebody in the chat asked. Ugh. That's a horrible surgery he got.
Yeah. I don't want to go through that. That's where the I don't know how often people die on the table getting that surgery.
Yeah, I know. And he said that he was like awake for it. So did he hear them cracking his ribs and shit? Oh my god.
That'd be crazy with the saw and shit like that. Oh yeah.
Saw.
Oh wow. One of my art pieces shows up on the front page of the IMDb.
Oh, that's yours?
One of them is it's like a baby New Year that's gonna get punched in the face.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh man, none of these are mine. I got the most artworks and none of them are mine. What is this? What is this? Jeez.
That was actually a pretty damn good one. And he's throwing off the mask.
That is a good one. Good for them. Good for them.
Because, punching babies really sells.
Wait, Dark Vam, how is the recording off sync? Like, isn't it, there's only speaking? Or was John and Andrew talking over each other or something? I didn't listen to this week's DH Unplugged yet. No.
Oh, you know what? It seems like there's a bad delay with John now. If he's wherever.
I think he's at his daughter's house or something.
Yeah, Jade's house.
Yeah, it's really rough. The past few weeks listening to anything John's been on has been pretty hard. I was listening to him cut out or the just shitty, horrible quality of his mic. It's like,
Yeah.
Get back to your office, my friend. Get back. Well, caller, it's 12:30. We still have a lot more show to go. So thanks for calling in. Let me know not to get that car for $50.
Oh wait, the show started?
No, it's about to start. You should go tune in.
Okay. Well,
All
do
right.
the chase.
All right, we're gonna play some music. It's not the chase. We're gonna listen to Bash Shell with Neckbone right now, and then Bigfoot Assault. So stay tuned, everybody. We still have a lot more fun stuff coming up. That sucks, Dark Map.
shadows and sewer dwellers. This is your host, Mystery Man, welcoming you to another blood-soaked broadcast on the Dark Sewer Network. Tonight I'm reading you a brand new tale straight from the crypts of twisted imagination. Dim the lights, crank the volume, and get comfortable. You're about to hear Bigfoot Assault. Sit back, grab a big cup of warm mayo, because once this furry freight train starts rolling, there's no getting off the ride. Deep in the misty Pacific Northwest, where the trees whisper secrets and the trails forget your name, a legend stirred. Bigfoot had been wandering for days, stomach growling, pecker stiff from looking at pictures of Nick's mom, and mind bored from chasing squirrels that never quite screamed loud enough. The moon was full and the air smelled like popcorn and cheap beer. He followed the glow of stadium lights over the ridge until the roar of 30,000 voices hit him like a wall. Curiosity pulled him closer. He crouched behind the outfield fence, massive hairy fingers gripping the chain link, eyes wide. Why were all these tiny humans packed together like sardines in a can? They cheered and clapped and waved little flags every time a man in striped pajamas threw a ball or ran in a circle. Were they retarded children? Bigfoot scratched his head. He grunted. Looks important. Must be some kind of sacred ritual. Maybe they're worshipping the ball. He settled in to watch, genuinely interested for the first 60 seconds. But baseball, it turned out, moved slower than a three-legged sloth on tranquilizers. Inning after inning, nothing happened except more standing around, more polite clapping, and more men adjusting their cups. How can anyone with even a tiny brain enjoy this? Bigfoot's massive shoulders sagged. His left foot started tapping, then his right. Boredom crawled up his spine like fire ants. This, he rumbled, voice like grinding boulders, is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I once watched a possum play dead for 6 hours.
That was it. The switch flipped. Bigfoot vaulted the fence in one leap, landing on the warning track with a thud that cracked the concrete. 30,000 heads turned at once. For one beautiful heartbeat, the stadium fell silent. Then the screaming started. Baseball was finally exciting, and Bigfoot smiled the biggest, toothiest grin the world had never seen.
He snatched the nearest bat from a frozen player and tested its weight like a pro. Time to make this game fun, he roared. First victim was a beer vendor in the front row. Bigfoot stomped one giant foot square on the man's groin, squashing his tiny testicles. The pressure was perfect. The guy's eyes bulged out of his skull like 2 overripe cherries on stems. Pop, pop. Bigfoot caught them mid-air with the bat and smacked them straight into the upper deck. Home run, he bellowed, laughing so hard the scoreboard rattled. He waded into the crowd like a hairy tidal wave, grabbed a father of 3 by the ankles and used him as a living bat to knock screaming fans into the air. Skulls cracked like baseballs. Blood sprayed in pretty arcs under the stadium lights. Met the Mets? More like meaty Mets. A group of college kids tried to run. Bigfoot belly flopped onto them, squashing 6 at once. Their ribs snapped like kindling. Poop squirted from their tighty whities. He rolled around giggling, turning the section into a red slip-and-slide. This is better than real baseball, he cheered. Way more home runs. Way more fun.
Halfway through the massacre, while he was busy using the pitcher as a pogo stick, Bigfoot's eyes landed on the Jumbotron menu. $12 hot dogs, $15 beers, $20 for a bag of peanuts. His furry face twisted in pure rage.
You charge what for this garbage? He thundered. Was baseball for rich people only, or was everyone truly tards? The remaining survivors tried to crawl away, but it was too late. Bigfoot was offended on a cosmic level.
He stormed the concession stands, ripping open coolers. He grabbed a tray of beers and chugged them all at once, foam exploding from his nostrils. Flat, weak, tastes like warm piss left in a gym sock. He spat the entire mouthful in a pressurized fountain that blasted 20 rows of seats, knocking people unconscious with the sheer force of disappointment. Next came the hot dogs. He shoved 6 into his mouth at once, chewed once, and gagged. Pig anus! This is boiled pig anus with mustard. He hosed the crowd with half-chewed meat tubes, the chunks flying like greasy shrapnel. Nachos followed. Too much fake cheese. Tastes like plastic vomit. He upended the warmer and painted the diamond yellow-orange. People slipped, fell, and were stomped into paste, while Bigfoot kept ranting about highway robbery and stadium vampires. By the bottom of the 9th, the stadium was a slaughterhouse painted in red, yellow, and regret. Bodies lay in creative piles. The scoreboard still blinked 0-0 because nobody had bothered updating it after the 3rd inning. Bigfoot stood on the pitcher's mound, chest heaving, every inch of his fur matted with gore and relish. He looked almost peaceful. Then he noticed the giant American flag waving above the center field bleachers.
He marched over, dripping, and placed one bloody paw over where his heart would be if he had one. In a deep, theatrical voice that echoed through the empty seats, he recited his own version of the pledge. I pledge allegiance to me, the one and only Bigfoot, supreme ruler of these woods and this entire stupid stadium. And to the kingdom of awesome that I alone create, one monster under the trees, indivisible, with liberty and justice for Bigfoot, and Bigfoot only. Amen, and good game, losers.
He gave the flag a little respectful pat, then turned toward the exit tunnel. With a happy little hop, he skipped back over the broken fence, humming a cheerful tune that sounded suspiciously like "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but with new lyrics about stomping and spitting. His footprints left red craters all the way into the dark tree line. The stadium lights flickered once and went black behind him.
And so, dear listeners, the moral of tonight's story is simple. Never bore a Bigfoot, never overcharge a monster for garbage beer, and if you hear heavy footsteps and the faint sound of spitting during the 7th inning stretch, run. Run like your eyes depend on it.
This has been Mystery Man, your guide through the sewers and the screams. Stay twisted, stay safe, and remember the woods are watching, and Nick the Rat has the smallest penis ever. Good night, my beautiful freaks. Sleep tight if you can.
Look at those apples. There's nothing like getting out on the open road.
Joshua commanded the children to shout!
The motor purring along. Hey, you know the motor's running beautifully today?
You're among friends today.
Just listen to that steady hum.
I'm going to think of it all. It's
Don't worry, folks. This all turns out all right.
my dreams.
It's only a dream.
My child.
Dreams can't hurt you.
With your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones.
It's only a dream.
True, but since you got rid of Bigfoot,
You laughed and it hurts.
Dreams can't hurt you.
We now return to our program.
From the start.
It's only a dream. Dreams can't hurt you. It's only a dream, and dreams can't hurt you.
summertime.
Those chickens, turkeys, geese, duck.
I feel kind of scared.
Millions acres wilderness around us.
Yes, the neighbors are talking. They're saying...
You like to go?
Finally happened. After so many years dreaming about...
Dreaming. I must be dreaming.
Last night, I dreamed a dream so real. Just about a blood-drenched battlefield. With weapon aimed and set to kill, I was going to kill a perfect stranger on the hill.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nick the Rat Radio. That was Bigfoot Beats with Wake Up! Which I'm falling asleep right now. It is almost midnight in the next sewer. Next time zone over. It's almost 1 o'clock here in Brooklyn, New York. And I am sleepers. So I'm probably going to be turning this show off very shortly. But we'll be back again next Wednesday. Of course. Just don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. SM has helped me out with that $33. So we will be back next week for sure. We learned a lot tonight. We learned about the mining company or something. We learned about shrimp and grits and digging and mud and energy and UFOs underwater and taking shits and how we're going to use those shits to power our cars to get to Mars so we could stack bars on top of small Chinese cars or something. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you had a good time too. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Make sure you don't let people shit all over you. If you're not enjoying where you are, go someplace else. And stay slimy. And yeah. Try to stay clean. Take a shower. You know? Put on some who sent me that aftershave? Somebody sent me some of the beaver shaving cream and all that stuff. And I shaved a whole bunch of beavers last week. And they smelled great. So whoever, I forget who sent me that. But whoever sent it to me, mwah. There's a little snake bite spray. Shit it smells good, man. I smell really good right now. I smell like a nice shaved beaver. Wait, hold on a second. That doesn't sound very right. Yeah, we'll be back next week. I need to go to bed, man. I'm about to pass out. I love you. Especially you. Not you, though. You? You're good. You're okay. Let's close this show out tonight with a favorite song of mine, Personal Jesus. This one is done by Mark Corso and Blue Sinsky. Good night, Doctor. Good night, Cotton Gin. Good night, Chad. Good night, Ned. Good night, Dana Brunetti. Good night, Moon. Good night, Baboon. Good night, Dark Vam.
You're on personal
Jesus.
Good night, Booberry.
Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who
Good night, Boone. Good night, Bushi. Good night, Chad. Chad F. Cold Acid. Cotton Gin. Dag. D'Artagnan. Ducky. DeLorean. Dusty Apples. Frankie Paint Gal. Hacksaw. Isobot. Bill Romero. Lavish. Mutter. Numb. Nam. Net. No Fun Sir. Amish. Ovens. Radix of 23. Rape Dwarf. Serpent. Sewer Pipe Sharky. Sir Crossstitch. Sir Ryan the Thomas. Sir Spencer Servo. Weatherbot. Weirdo. Zorton. Good night.
Things on your chest you need to confess. I will deliver you now, I'm forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers. Someone who's there. Feeling it now and you're all alone. Flashing bombs by the telephone. Lift that receiver and make you believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest you need to confess. I will deliver you now, I'm forgiver. I will deliver you now, I'm forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
I've got to get those people out of here, back to the surface. I can't do it alone. I need your help.
What can I do?
Can you tell me what that thing is?
Some form of arthropod, but big, very big. I've never encountered anything like it in my life. It might be one of Scapielli's cave dwellers.
Can we kill it?
I don't know.
Don't kill animals! Rats have rights!